to the Victorious Living Solutions podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Nikeya Young, and I am so excited, you guys. It is June. June is here. And so for today's podcast, I thought we would talk about the topic, simplifying summer. Simplifying summer. So let's get into it. If you're just now tuning in with us, the theme for season 8, this is season 8, and we are talking about the simple life. That is our theme for this season, the simple life. And the reason for that is because we're all about thriving in 2025. And this year has already shown itself to be quite eventful. And so when there's chaos and a whole lot of uncertainty going on in the world around you, the best thing you can do to not only survive, but to also thrive is to keep it simple. And so we're going to be giving tips all summer long, or all season long, I should say, about just different things you can do to simplify your business processes, your lifestyle, personal, professional life, all that stuff. So today, because this is the month where in a few weeks, in 2.5 weeks to be exact, we're going to be kicking off the first day of summer. I wanted to talk about how we can simplify our summer. So I'm going to give you 5 tips to have a simple yet relaxing and quite enjoyable summer. It really doesn't take a whole lot to feel like, wow, I had a really good summer. Okay? So let's get into it. Number one. Listen, I'm going to lean in when I say this. Y'all, staycations can be just as fun as vacations. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Staycations. Staycation is when you pretty much stay in your hometown or your home state at least, or you do a vacation that is within a 50 to 60 mile radius of where you live. Okay? Those can be just as fun, if not more so, depending on where you are, than vacations. So I want you to ditch the idea that you have to spend a crap ton of money in order to have a good time and order to have a good family vacation. Here in Illinois, which is where we are, you can go to Galena and you and your whole family can have a ball in Galena. There is horseback riding. There's that alpine slide. Oh my God, that was so much fun. We went during 2020 and we got on this huge alpine slide ride. There's tons of restaurants. There's all kinds of things to do in Galena, Illinois. So I want you guys to just get creative. Go on the website for your state. Every state has some kind of tourism website. Welcome to Illinois, or welcome to insert whatever the name of your state is or city, right? And just look at all the tourist attractions that the tourism office for your town uses to draw people in. Like, hey, you're visiting here, you should try this, you should try this, you should try that. And just make up in your mind to experience where you are from the lens of a tourist. I'm telling you right now, there are some hidden gems that I'm guaranteeing you just haven't even looked at. What's to you, because you're around it all the time, is, oh my gosh, this is incredible to people who come to your town from other places. Case in point, in Chicago, there are lots of people who have either never been to, or the last time they went to it was probably during grammar school or sometime, the top of the Sears Tower. And yes, I said the Sears Tower because we refused to call it the Willis Tower, even though it was renamed Sears Tower. Okay, so if you are in Chicago and you cannot remember the last time you went to the top of the Sears Tower, or you've never been, go. That's a fun day. Take the L train or the Metro train and go downtown and go to the top, the observation deck, and look out and take pictures. That is like one of the first things that people who are not from here decide they want to do. They want to do that, and they want some Chicago style pizza, right? I think we all have the pizza part down pat, but go to the top of some of these beautiful skyscrapers that we have and take pictures and buy the pictures as souvenirs. Or take your kids. Maybe you've been and you just like, don't nobody care about that tower. Have you taken your kids? They would love that. So, yeah. Note to my producer, we're definitely taking our kids. They're going to love that because we are out here in the country suburbs. And so skyscrapers, that's going to be fun just to experience that through the lens of a child's eyes. So that's number one. Number two, speaking of children. All right. So if y'all don't have children, y'all can just ignore this one. But for those of us who have children, set limits for kids' activities. By kids' activities, I mean the summer camps, the day camps, the vacation Bible schools, all the things, the things, parents, that park districts and churches and everybody and their mama has for kids to do during the summer. Those brochures are going to start coming to your house. They've probably already started coming to your house, and your child has flipped through them and they have already decided, ooh, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, definitely doing that, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. Ain't got driver's license the first. So who are they expecting to take them to do all of this stuff? And who are they expecting to pay for all of this stuff? Oh, mommy and daddy got that. No problem. So this is what you're going to do. And trust me, you want to do this, because if you don't do this, you will blink, you will sneeze, and summer will be over. And they will have done everything under the sun, and you will have done nothing but drive them around all summer. You are going to set limits for these activities. Tell them, look at all of these and pick 3 that you want to do, or whatever your number is, right? And it's going to be a number that makes them feel like they had a good experience, but also is financially feasible for you and your household. Okay? Do it now, because you're the parent. You can't wait for them to set the limits on what they're going to, because they have no limits. Kids have no limits. They don't know. Impossible is nothing. They're like, what? We're going to do it all. So you as the parent have to decide what are going to be the limits. What can you handle? And so summer we've got June, July, August. And August is really short because school starts right back up in August. And it keeps, I feel like it starts earlier and earlier. Like it seemed like it used to be end of August / early September. And now we have schools that are trying to start back like August 10th, August 11th. Like what? Why are we scooting it back earlier and earlier? You get the point. But anywho, you could pick camp for June, or VBS, Vacation Bible School. That's what VBS is, for July, or whatever it is. But just tell them, look, okay, I know you want to play with your friends, and I want you to, but I want us to have family vacation time too. And mommy and daddy want to do some things too. So we're going to pick 2 or 3 and let that be that. Okay? Number 3. Okay, this is a fun one. This is a fun one that is something simple you can do that can bring you joy. And summer is a good time to do this. And that is play around with the new look. Play around with the new look. Now, I had on my notes, play around with the new low maintenance hairstyle, but I changed that to play around with the new look because there's guys who listen to the podcast too. And so you may have a new haircut, or you may want to do something different with your beard. You may want to grow a beard. You may want to, I don't know, but just try something different just to try it. But ladies, this is the time to, if you want to play around with a summer haircut, do it. And if you're going to do a cut, do it now. Because if you decide, oh, this is not for me, it's got the rest of the summer to grow back. Okay? But being a black girl, y'all already know the first thing we all gonna run and do. I'm gonna make my appointment this week. You already know it. And that is Get that hair braided. It is not summertime until a black girl, a black woman, and a black girl, the whole family of women gets their hair braided. That's like a hallmark. So, y'all in corporate America, your black co-workers about to come to work with their hair braided and you will deal. Okay. Number 4. I love this one, and this kind of goes with the staycations one, but this one is enjoy the view. Enjoy the view. And by that, I want you to change up your view. So if you're in the city all the time, go and take some nature walks, find forest preserves, go out to the far suburbs, go somewhere where you're not all the time, and park and take in the view, right? Just take time to look at flowers. There's beauty all around us. And sometimes we're just so hustle and bustle that we don't enjoy just the beauty of God's creation. Find that wherever you can. Go to beaches. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. We've been wanting to see it all year. Like in Chicago, I don't know about where you guys are tuning in from, but in Chicago, it is cold here for a very, very long time. And even now, we're just in the first week of June, but last week it was cold. Like, I was like, what in the world? I'm finna turn the heater on. I'm talking about 40s, low 40s in the mornings and high of only 58, 65. It was crazy. So we wait feverishly for the weather to get warm and stay warm. We've been in the house or not out as much as we would be. And so when summer hits, baby, enjoy that. Get out, let your arms out. Ladies, find you a cute crop top. Find some sundresses. Get sundresses in every color. Lick you a ice cream cone. Get a slushie and go for a walk, okay? Good old-fashioned vitamin D. That is so good for your mental health and wellness and good for your physical body. And fun fact, or not so fun fact, depending on how you want to look at it, African Americans tend to be very, very vitamin D deficient, okay? So our melanated skin needs that vitamin D. And you can take vitamin D pills. I take mine daily, my 5,000 IUs of vitamin D. But there is no substitute for God-given sun rays on your skin. Now, caveat to that, put your sunscreen on, okay? Black people need sunscreen too. Don't think that just because we got melanin, we don't have to put on our sunscreen, okay? And now, you guys, we are at number 5. And this is a good one. So, end of June is going to mark the end of quarter 2, okay? And that will mean that the year is half over. So, make plans, set a date on your calendar to plan out, and it's just a loose skeleton plan, your quarters 3 and 4, okay? I would say the front end of the summer is a good time to do this because it's like, okay, we're just easing into summer. It's not officially summer yet. But baby, if you wait till July and August, you're not going to be thinking about planning no quarters 3 and 4. You're going to be in the moment and living your best life out here in these streets. And then all of a sudden it's going to be quarter 3 and you're going to be like, whoop, well, it's time to get back to work. School year starting. It's time for fall and the busyness of, everything you have to do for your businesses in quarters 3 and 4 is going to be up on you. And you're going to be like, dang, I should have taken time to plan for this. So go ahead and do that now and just kind of lay out for yourself some goals. Quarter 3 is pivotal because quarter 4, everybody's mind is already in 2026 or already in the new year. You've got the holiday rush and everything that comes with that. So just go ahead and plan for that. Start some budgeting for that, okay? And that's a good time to get that done. If you do those 5 things, let's review. Number 1, Staycations can be just as fun as, if not more fun, than vacations. Number 2, set limits for your kids and all their activities. Let them do it, but they don't have to do everything. Number 3, play around with a new look this summer. Okay? And it doesn't even just have to be physical, like a new hairstyle or anything like that. Just try something different. Okay? If you wear a lot of black, put some color in your wardrobe. If you always wear a certain type of shoe, try some different shoes. Let's just try it out. That's just a simple thing you can do this summer that'll bring you joy. Number 4 was take scenic walks. Basically, enjoy the view. This is fun to do alone. It's fun to do for your household and family. And it's fun to do with friends. There's parks everywhere that have grills. If you want to get social, but you ain't got a ton of money because inflation is inflationing and the economy is stupid right now, get you some friends together and go to a park and have a barbecue. Everybody pick something that they're going to bring. We're going to meet up at this park on this date. Boom, it's a party. Okay, bring a little speaker and some music, and there you go. It's lit. Didn't cost a whole lot. Everybody had a good time. Enjoy the view. And last but certainly not least, number 5 is to set aside time. And I recommend you do it before we get out of June. Okay, before the first day of summer. First day of summer is on June 20th. Yeah. So before June 20th, that means you got 2.5 weeks. Make a plan, a skeleton plan for quarters 3 and 4. And if you do those 5 things, no matter what happens, you'll look back and you'll feel like, I had a really good summer. Simple things you can do, and you'll be glad you did. All right, you guys, that is all I have for today's episode. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do right away. We're going to go visit family next week. I'm going to, because I'm not just telling y'all to do these things, I'm doing it myself. I'm going to make my appointment to get my black girl braids. I am, so that's my new look, kind of, but not really new because I do it every summer. I'm definitely going to take more nature walks and scenic walks. My family, we've been trying to get to this beach. My producer and hubby, Rodney, is shaking his head. We have made so many plans to go to this beach, and every time we do, some random act of nature comes up and we can't go. Like one day we were going to go and a dust storm came out of nowhere. Another day we were going to go and what happened? It wasn't another dust storm. It was something goofy. I don't know. Wind, toxic air quality. I don't know. It was something silly and we didn't get to go. But we are going to the beach. We are going to hit up every beach close to us that we can this summer. And we're going to take the kids downtown. What can you do where you are? And then, we've already limited our kids. We've got the camp dates set aside. No matter how much our son wants to add to those dates are set. And then all I have to do left to do is to plan quarters 3 and 4. So I will be doing that. We homeschool, so catching up on grading and planning curriculum and planning what we want to do for our businesses. I don't know if it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, but it will definitely happen before the end of June. So, yep, that's all I have. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Before I sign off, you can also, to help you with your planning for quarters 3 and 4, you can go to victoriousliving.solutions.com, and I have an awesome goal setting worksheet there for you to download for free. It's great for just truncating things and picking the things that you're going to focus on for a quarter. Okay, you can print it off and you can do one every time a new quarter starts. And that gives you a snapshot of where you're going. So go ahead and do that. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Keep living victoriously. Bye, everybody.